Aries, opposite, I believe. Where's Aries?
Stomp out of Aries.
Like an Aries would stomp it out.
That they would. They'll just stomp all over you. All of your heart, drag you through the mud.
Oh, man. We're going to go with the Vampers deck to start off with the Aries here. The only deck I ever keep all the way through and that I like to throw throughout the deck right now has been this Hermetic deck. North Node in Gemini, Mars in Gemini, definitely God's pushing the Mercury energy in the Hermetics. So I actually bought on this cool site. I forgot the name of it. I think it's called Big Canvas online or something. I got some cool Da Vinci drawings, Robert Flood drawings on canvas, and it's like 50% off right now. And throwing a bunch of alchemy shit all around here. It's a good deal, actually. It was 50% off.
It's a great deal.
I think it's going on throughout this week. So
what's the website?
I'm not promoting it to promote it. I don't make money off that shit. I'm just saying, like, I like fucking art and I like shit like that. And
what's the website?
Big Canvas online or something. Big Canvas.
Big Canvas.
Big Canvas. Type it on YouTube, or I mean Google. Or actually, sorry, DuckDuckGo. All right, let's see, Aries. I gave you a big shuffle there. Reset this deck for you. You pulled, wow, the Heartbreak card reversed, though, but you pulled the Three of Swords reversed. Your challenge is the Five of Wands upright. Your overall here is the King of Wands upright. Well, that's good. Aries, you pulled the Two of Cups, though, reversed to get through this. So this is very weird. I think that you're avoiding, I think that you're triumphing this week. I think that there's a little scare that things are going to go really bad. I think that there's a lot of questions overall, though, that are going to, that I think you're afraid to face, because I think underneath you're questioning whether or not you're really either we'll find out on the other part of the reading for singles and relationships, if you're ready for a relationship, or if you're in one, if they're your soulmate anymore, or you're feeling disconnected there, or maybe you're not trying hard enough, or you feel like your partner's not trying hard enough. But we do got that Three of Swords there, but we do have a triumph win here. And that Three of Swords is reversed, so it's almost like there's a lot of fears about just something going really wrong, but I think that if you stay in your heart space and you put all the effort forward, and I think that for you, it's like maybe don't expect so much, especially Two of Cups reversed. Like, don't expect somebody to meet you on such every single level. They're not going to be able to this week. Like, so that doesn't mean they're not trying enough. It just might mean like they're not meeting you on certain levels. They're meeting you on other levels. Find the levels and where they're meeting you at instead of only focusing on the levels where they're not. Now we're going to get some clarity here. What is going on? Why is this Three of Swords popping up here reversed? I have an interesting feeling about this card. A lot of questions, of fears, of heartbreak. Oh, it's the Two of Pentacles reversed. I think that this is telling you this week overall to stop fucking tripping balls. Like, I hate to say it, Aries. Like, stop shuffling bad things, negative things. Stop being worried. Stop shuffling also just your own personal life stuff, because it could be affecting your relationships. Like, you could be like not paying attention at all about like love at all, and that could cause heartbreak because you're shuffling too many things. Like, stop shuffling so much around. And why'd you get this King of Wands upright, the Ace of Wands? I mean, you're definitely triumphing in an awesome way overall this week, and definitely it's almost like new love stories definitely going good, or resets in relationships are very possible in positive ways. It's rare to see that shit too, I'm not going to lie. So, but I think meeting on the same level, like emotionally in every way, I don't feel like that's necessarily happening. Let's see what we got here. You got the Mars card. It's time to take action. I mean, this is your card anyway. I think that it's like, be more confident too. I think that, there's going to be some confidence issues about things, but once you find that confidence this week, things are going to go in a much better direction. Might be independent too. Like, oh, you're just confident in yourself. I mean, but there's definitely a lot that's coming to attract your way, but they're not going to be able to meet exactly in every single level. And that doesn't mean it's not going to work out. I got a feeling that there's an issue with that with you. Like, oh, they're not going to be able to like work it out. Yeah. Divine masculine with this 2 of Cups and with this 5 of Wands. I would say that this is you realizing, listen, like there's support always. And sometimes the moon's not in full support, like a full moon. It's not a full moon every day. Like, so like, Not anybody's gonna be able to meet you exactly where you want to be at 24/7. Like, unless you want to hire an AI fucking sex robot, I don't even think that would be able to do it. But you know what I mean? Like that, I think there's too much reliance on, I want somebody to meet me on every level. It's like, okay, well, that's kind of impossible. And I think that if you remove that, you have so much you can triumph over. And then actually things work out a lot better when you don't put that kind of negative energy out there about that. Your shadow that you got is the colorless angel. So it's funny because I think that the shadow here is that things are kind of diluted, or they're not really that passionate, but there's a lot that's going to turn passionate. But I think that you have to work through your insecurities. I think that you have to also work through, you feeling like nothing's showing up for you if you're single. For relationships, the main thing that's happening is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. There's definitely this hard energy going on for Aries in relationships about building something beautiful again. Or it just feels like you don't know what's the purpose anymore. It feels like you want some kind of reset to happen, but it's having issues with that. For single Aries, well, I got the Empress reverse. So yeah, I would say that, you want to feel more supported and you don't feel that support. Maybe that's part of the issue. Maybe you are getting support, but you're not feeling it in the exact extreme way that you want to. And maybe that's part of the issue. Ganesha's telling us to clear your energy. Yeah, I think this is your own energy. I feel like this is not about other people's energy at all. I feel like this is your own shit. Clear your own energy and then show up in a good way. And I don't have too many expectations about where people meet you on the extremes. I think people got to meet you, of course, like if they love you, they love you. Or if they want to be with you, they want to be with you. But like, I think kind of over asking or expecting is definitely going to be your downfall this week. Mars in the 4th house in Capricorn. So, I mean, it's definitely an emo week that you're going to have to gain control over. But if you're going to try and control other people's emotions, or you're trying to control your own emotions, or you're forcing your emotions to achieve something, it's not going to work. You're going to have to realize you have to dig yourself out of your own hole by being more responsible with your emotions and learning to control your own emotions, opposed to forcing other people's emotions to go a certain way. And if you're dealing with a little kid, you're gonna see that this week. If you're dating somebody, or your partner's like a little energy of a little kid, like you're gonna see that extremely this week. And you can't try and make them older. Like you can't.
Yes, and don't be a robot doing robot things. Be a human. It's going to be pretty impossible to paint that perfect picture in life, or what you perceive to be perfect, because it takes 2 to tangos when it comes to this relationships, or 3 or 4, whatever you like to get into. But it's more than just yourself, like David said. It ain't just you and an AI sex robot, or maybe it is, but for most of us, it is not. And we're not going to be able to have everything the way that we want. The dice ain't always going to roll. It's not going to be Yahtzee every damn time. Very, very seldomly are we going to get all those 5s together, okay? So what it is being able to appreciate just a little bit these individuals, appreciate ourselves, so that we can kind of create somewhat of a masterpiece. When you got to step back a bit, then it's going to look nice and beautiful. When we get up close to it, it can be all fucking messy. And that's okay, because that's life. It's not all roses all the time, and everything doesn't line up perfectly, but it is still beautiful nonetheless, and it is still your life, and you have to continue to live it. You have to continue to grow, and you have to continue to have passion. When there's that lack of passion, that's when people tend to get lost just a bit. So you have to be able to find yours within inside yourself, and within inside that partner, within inside that happiness and that love that you are cherishing, and the love that you are growing. So find that, but also appreciate the distortion in life, the fact that it's not always working out, the fact that there is that struggle, and you got to strive for that. You got to strive for greatness. You have to strive to be able to work through the struggles and work through the hardship, because that's when the payoff comes. That's when that full appreciation of life comes, when you do make it through that struggle, when you make it over that hurdle with that other individual that you love, and then you got, boom, you have that bliss orgasmic in the cosmos, baby.